Guys, if you haven't checked out PrizePicks by now, you are missing out. The best and easiest way to play daily fantasy sports every single game day. It's super simple for the NFL. PrizePicks lets you pick from a number of player projections like passing yards, touchdowns, rushing yards, you name it. They also have other sports like NBA, NHL, and college football. Just pick 2 or more players, put them in your lineup, and boom, you're done. It's super simple, just you and the player projections. And to get you started, I partnered up with PrizePicks to give you guys a deal. When you use my code DoubleMove and play just $5 in lineups, they'll give you an automatic $50 more to play with. That's right, get a $50 bonus just for playing your first $5 in lineups. So, what are you waiting for? Click the link in the description, use promo code DoubleMove, and get started today. PrizePicks, daily fantasy made easy. No. It really happened. Cowboys went into Washington and got a win on the road as 11-point underdogs. They ended their 5-game losing skid and hurt their draft position in the process. This team needs a top 5 pick in my opinion. But that was an absolutely insane game all the way around. The funniest, worst, most exciting Cowboys game I've seen in a long time. And for a fan base that needs interesting games, we got one. So I have 3 main takeaways from this game. Number 1, the defense pretty much the entire game played well. Mike Zimmer had a good day today. The ending there was a little, definitely shouldn't have played so soft down the stretch, but for a majority of the game, I thought they played really good, I guess you could say. Again, you can't have a 86-yard play that literally ties the game or almost ties the game. But even with that, still with 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter, the Commanders had 9 points, and that was without the Cowboys offense doing much of anything to help them out. There was no Trayvon Diggs, Deron Bland was on a pitch count. They were facing a 7-3 team that had one of the most efficient offenses in football 3 weeks ago. So for them to play the way that they did, that's a win to me. And over the past couple of weeks, I know it hasn't been pretty, but you got to consider how bad the offense has been. It seems like this group is starting to mesh a little bit with Mike Zimmer, with the players they have on the field, especially when you consider the injuries that have just constantly piled up, guys going in and out. You have Josh Butler playing corner, who I thought played really well today. All around, I think that group played miles better than I anticipated going into this game. Kudos to Chauncey Golston. He's going to get paid this offseason, whether it's in Dallas or not. He's been really good for that defense this year. Micah Parsons, Josh Butler, Mozzie, I thought had a good game. A number of guys showed up, and Mike Zimmer had a plan. It was a good plan. It worked until the McLaurin touchdown, of course. He had 2 turnovers, one by Donovan Wilson. The other was an interception by Chauncey Golston. They did just enough to get the win, and all around for a unit that has struggled pretty much all year, it was pretty good. My second takeaway from this game was players that you needed to step up stepped up. No Zach Martin, no Tyler Smith. Tyler Guyton was going in and out of the rotation. I'm not really sure what that's about. Even without those 2 guys, Rico Dowdle still averaged 4.5 yards per carry on 19 attempts, and he had a good bit of space to run on a number of different opportunities. Brock Hoffman and TJ Bass stepped up. Rush was sacked just 1 time, and like I said, Rico averaged 4.5 yards per carry, and they actually moved the ball really good. On the outside, CeeDee Lamb had 10 catches for 67 yards, which is an insanely low yards per catch, but we'll take it. Luke Schoonmaker had 3 catches for 55 yards, 1 touchdown, and easily the best game of his career. Remember, with the Ferguson injury, Schoonmaker and Spanford are pretty much splitting time at tight end to make up for missing Ferguson. And I thought Schoonmaker delivered big time, and Brevin Spanford had 2 catches for 24 yards himself. Overall, the Cowboys needed guys to step up. They did step up. Kevontae Turpin, Luke Schoonmaker, the 2 guards, Rush played pretty good, and Rico ran the ball hard. If the Cowboys were going to win this game, all of those guys had to play well, and that's what happened. Now let's get into my final takeaway. And maybe I'm being pessimistic, maybe I'm just a realist, but in the grand scheme of things, I don't think this win means much in terms of your 2024 success. It still doesn't make this team good enough to win out and make the postseason, make any kind of noise. That's just the reality of it, especially without Dak Prescott. This team has shown us who they are for the past 2 months. At this point, a win like this doesn't completely undo what we've seen for weeks. Ultimately, it feels like a win that hurt their draft spot. They likely just fell out of contention for a top 5 pick, especially considering their schedule coming up. Probably another win over the Giants on Thanksgiving, but that doesn't make it any less fun to beat an NFC East rival that was chanting this. I guess we can be mad at the draft capital after February and we get into draft season for real. But for now, it's hilarious that the Commanders lost to this version of the Cowboys, one of the best Commanders teams and one of the worst Cowboys teams that we've seen play in a long time. The Cowboys won. They're beat up, injured, a 5-game losing streak. They don't have a quarterback. That is at least funny. But that's all I got for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure you go down in the comments. Let me know, are you happy that the Cowboys won this game? Personally, I was just wanting something entertaining, considering what's happened ever since Dak got hurt. But it does suck that it probably just cost the Cowboys a good draft spot. But if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more Cowboys content just like this. More videos coming this week. I love you all, and I'll see you next time.